What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome back to another. Before I do anything else, there we go. Alright, so welcome back to another GTA live stream. This is live stream number 7, and today I'm literally just moving a bunch of cars around because there is too many things going on with, not too many things going on, but usually I'm just moving. The reason why I'm moving my cars around is because I like that. Because of one thing only. I like moving my cars around. And not to mention, it's kind of not satisfying to see that all your cars is basically like literally just there because of random stuff. So, so far it's almost done. All I need to do is move most of the cars I had that are so far. Um, oh yeah. One of the garages, basically my first apartment, is literally riddled, not riddled. It's basically full of off-road vehicles. So basically, any vehicle that's like off-road based are on there, in there actually. Alright, so I got my bands into I got my bands into the garage, which is pretty much a good thing. Alright, so up next is my 770, aka my Austin Martin 177 in a beautiful volcanic red. Jeez. Alright. Sorry. That's not. I pretty much might need to get used to the. Alright. So this is another car for the garage. And what else I'm wondering, okay, so what I usually do when it comes to moving vehicles like that. First and foremost, I need to check to see which other spaces actually has a nameplate attached to it. And hopefully it's not the one. If it's the one where the 770 is parked, then I'm doomed. Oh, there we go. All right, and okay, so looks to me that this is the last spot for it. Um, what inspired me to actually do this is the fact that all of my weaponized vehicles are in the arcade property. So I also just do the same thing, but with different kinds of vehicles. And before you're wondering, okay, if I'm doing that, then why am I driving my Stafford into the casino? Because, well, that's the, not to mention, that's not just where I'm going. It's what, there's some cars are there. So, is you actually have saw, um, and for those that are wondering, did I win the car yet? Yes, I did. Um, it took me so many tries, but I finally got it. Anyway. Uh, let's just say that this vehicle is not the best thing to go zoom zoom go zoom zoom with, because it's literally a old school Rolls Royce. That's basically what it is. I see. Not gonna lie, it'll be pretty funny if this car was in Benny's. And then all of a sudden, it just put the car in Benny's. It's like, I was stinking kidding. What in the world is wrong with you people? Well, I guess I know where to put the rest of the cars. You over there, you over there, and especially you over here. There. Hmm. Alright, so we to park here.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
Alright. So it turns out what car you guys have what exactly so yeah all those cars are all the British cars are gonna be in one workshop, and then you know what, I do have an idea. See, in terms of the nightclub, so literally just like the just like having a German car collection Office Garage 3, the nightclub is going to have a British car collection. Um, Alright. Garage level. Wait, yeah, workshop level. So I have to put. Alright. Alright. Let's check. Alright. Okay, so it looks like that, okay, so for those that are wondering why I keep on checking the car list, is because at some point there was an annoying glitch where literally not all my cars will show up on that list, and it'll be shown under a it'll be shown under the name I give to a arena vehicle. And it's a good thing I bought the other and sold it, otherwise I would have done so by now. Alright, so it's time for me to I have an idea. Okay, so I'm gonna put this car into the office garage. Not gonna lie, I do love the sound of a very, very vintage and powerful car. That's basically what it is. So, in terms of the movie, yes, I am planning on seeing the movie tomorrow and around either 12:30 or 2:35. Yeah, 12:30 to 2:30. So yeah, 12:30 to 2:35. Reason being is because here's the thing. If we end up going on opening day, it will just be crowded. That's basically what it is. And I just realized I'm going the stinking wrong way for God knows what reason. Alright. Ouch. I'm okay. Oops. I'm missing a hood. I am missing a hood. Alright. So office, garage, dress. It's time for me to hey, the Sterling GT is basically a beautiful car. Uh-huh. Alright. Alright. Alright, so number 4 is where all my British car is gonna be. Um, hmm. Coil cycle. Wait, hold on. I'm actually curious. What's the Let me see. Let me see what Rimac is. Let's see. See. Rimac Concept 1. Hmm. Okay, so it's a Croatia. Wait. Okay, I'm confused. Let's see. Rimac. So Croatian. Okay. Croatian. Ay, hold on. Oh, okay, so it is European, but it's great. Looks like it's gonna be. Well, I do have an idea on where I want to actually put um where I want to
Hey! Great audition yesterday! That's right!
All right, so office number 2, and yep, all the well, not all of the European cars are here because literally just full on American cars in the rear. Which don't worry, I'm actually gonna put them somewhere that I know where to put. AKA is AKA is the arena workshop. Well, not the arena workshop. Low was literally um, well, it's there for a reason.
Idiot!
It's only been 60 seconds of driving this car now. Already destroyed the absolute mess out of it. My God. Yeesh. Okay. Hmm. Uh oh. Huh. Alright, it's time for me to get this car outside so I can actually tend the vehicle from, from the actual, from the garage. Alright. Go to mechanic.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Correctly. Okay. I thought I have like I thought I have two accidents, which actually makes no sense. Alright, so I'm gonna put the Dominator into
I'll bring
the
it to
arena
you.
workshop
I'll get back to it then.
door, and I gotta convert it because that mess already caused me a lot of problems as it is.
No way!
Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Usually when it comes to going AFK, I usually do one of two things. Either I try to get to, I usually try to get to, um, usually want to go to a place where they actually have security cameras, or B, if I control a stick drift, I literally just put myself in first person, and yeah, that's basically about it. Alright, let's see. Also has affected this one as well. No, was sticking course. The glitch has not gone away. Alright, give me a moment. I thought that mess should have fixed that problem. Ugh. Unfortunately, this is the problem. Ugh. So you see like a bolded name version of the vehicle that is on your car that's not an arena car. That means it means that you have to literally sell the car and just be done with it. Ay, ay, ay. Can't believe this. I actually legit built this because I actually figured out what this car is based on. So I ended up going with this color scheme. I mean, it gives me extra money and all, but still. Okay. Alright, it's time to keep moving my cars to my unit workshop so I can actually figure out what what's what is what in terms of his vehicles themselves. Um,
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
excuse me. Um, hmm. Alright, we're
It's
grabbing
coming at you.
the Valor, aka Al Capone's Cadillac from the 1930s. I'm not gonna lie, that car has a turning radius of a full-on cruise ship. This thing's a boat. Okay, let's see. It's gonna have. Nope. Wait. Actually, I think it works. I hope it works. All right. So. It's time for me to get into another vehicle, but that's gonna take a while. So I need to buy a car, sir. Sir, and the Emperor. Ah, get it. You in the.
I know, man. That was shit.
Out of Rolls Royce. Thank you.
Oh, shit. You.
So long, sucker.
I will get this essay a personal injury lawyer. Fuck you.
Ay, ay, ay.
What's up? Hey. Seriously? What in creation? For fuck's sake.
Alright then. Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh my god.
It's
Oh my
going.
god.
It's phasing to. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's about to like. Wait a minute. Why is it like? Why is the car game? Why is the vehicle facing through the actual blast of the randomizer? And there we go. I am up and out of here. Like what in the world? Alright. Time for me to go back to garage number 2 to grab the last 2 cars, which is literally those 2. Alright. Alright. Um, so today I actually want to talk to you guys about uh, so see, this is only my first ever in a nutshell type of topic, so today I actually want to talk to you guys about Juiced 2, or see, the Juiced games in a nutshell. So, strap in because it's going to be a long history of these sort of games. Now, unlike Need Speed or Need Speed GTA, I like the Crew 2, Need for Speed, and or um, talking Extreme Racer, Juiced, as well as many of the Juiced games are not one and the same, but they're more like differences in terms of circumstances. and give me. Oh, god dang it. Good. I knew it. Hold on. Ugh. So unless I can get that sorted. You stop your infinity.
Holy moly! Ah! What the fuck, dude? I'm trying real hard to stay centered here. This is a joke!
Okay. Well, looks like the car that's outside is actually going to be returning to the nightclub because apparently, um, I need to make sure that that name tag is gone. Ugh. Now, for those out wondering, okay, why did I name that one Black Rider? It was the name of the Dominator, the Arena War version of the Dominator, and that name was legit based off of one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Basically one of that actually went around in a pitch black horse with scale, basically with a scale, and I forgot what that one represents. All I know is that there's a white rider, a black rider, a pale rider, and a red rider. I think that's all. Wait, yeah, it's all four. Um, well, unless that mess sorts itself out. Okay, it's returned, becoming a type in. Alright. So the juice games are pretty much is alright, so for those wondering what kind of games are the juice games, essentially they're known as, okay, bear with this one here, CCCR, or Closed City Circuit Racing Game. Closed City Circuit Racing Game. So basically, it's kind of like Project Gotham Racing, except there are less exotic cars, and not to mention, they're pretty much games that you might heard of but never played. Alright, so just to be safe, this is gonna be a sticking problem.
That ain't good. Holy shit. Oh, shit.
I need to borrow your cards for a moment. Alright. No, okay, the thing is, usually, when it comes to cards like those, it's pretty much self-explanatory that they're basically, secret colors.
That's something new. Sweet Jesus. Ah! Dicks. Hey, oh, dicks. Right? It's all good. You went creative.
Apparently I cannot drive, okay. Alright, let's see what that one is. That one is... I knew it. It's that spot right there. Hey, okay. Fortunately, I cannot get rid of the nameplate. Didn't do this right now. Okay. It's kind of a good thing that I can actually just destroy these right out the bat? Oh god dang it. Alright, hold on. Okay, so it is that specific spot right there. Ouch.
Wow.
I'm okay. So it's literally that specific spot. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, does it fix the name? Ay, ay. Alright.
That's cool.
I need to borrow your Volvo, man.
Fuck.
Okay. Okay, since I've used both those infinities, let's see if it changes. Ah, okay, so... Aha. Okay. So far, that is actually a good thing. Because the last thing I need is pretty much, well, stupid shenanigans like that.
Shit, man.
I need to buy your Prius, man. It's like, will you stop throwing me out of my own cars? Come on.
You're a boring shit.
I'm literally just throwing random cars out of nowhere because of one thing. I still checking see if that nameplate's still there. Okay, and yep, I knew it. I stinking knew it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the Prius alone for now. Um,
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
Crazy.
I'll bring it to you.
Hey there. What can I help you with? I take it this isn't purely a social call. Of course not. You're in trouble and you need my help. No problem.
Alright. So that's one car down. Just see one more vehicle to go. Just hope it doesn't switch on me the last second. Alright. So the Prius is still there. Okay.
Go back to your shitty little home.
Okay, why in the heck did they spawn me all the way over here? Okay. Alright. Strange I haven't done that one before. was that? Wait, is one of them carrying around a minigun? That's pretty much the only reason why. It's pretty much the only explanation how I was dead in a matter of seconds. Ay, ay, ay.
Fall back! You're going down! Loser! Put the weapon down!
Oh, great. Only have one missile left.
Give it up, ass! Time to meet your maker!
Oh, bruh. Come on, Highlander. Good.
Loser! I'm gonna shit down your neck! Get a job! Go ahead! To bleed! You dirtbag! Loser!
Oh, great. Got myself stuck.
Moron! You get that son of a bitch! You dirtbag!
Okay. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, in terms of the Juice games, they came out around the 1990s. When it comes to the Juice games, these, let's see, the Juiced series was developed by Juice Games under publication of, under the publisher THQ. Well, they're sort of kind of like arcade racing gurus. Well, it wasn't until well, I see it was. So yeah, keep in mind that the competition for that time was Need for Speed Most Wanted, a street racing game that actually has free roam, and basically, there's a most people's opinion, had the worst case of rubber banding when it comes to a game like Need for Speed Most Wanted.
I need cover! You're dead! Go! Out the way! Say something! Die! We got a man down!
Okay.
Bend over, here it comes! You dirtbag! Death embrace! Take cover! Move!
Yeah.
Moron! Die! Hit the deck! Time to meet your maker! On the floor! Moron! You fucking pussy!
How are you still alive?
Fuck you!
Huh. Okay, that wasn't bad. It was literally just 10 headshots. Okay, so that one is officially completed. Huh. Alright, it's time for me to get the tie pin. And I do believe that the Romero hearse is going to be the last vehicle they're going to be grabbing.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny
Okay.
on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Alright, okay. The tie pin's going
It's
to be the
coming
last
at you.
vehicle I'll be
Okay, I got stuff to do.
getting from the nightclub.
You can't put a price on peace of mind.
Thank you, Morris, for replacing a lot of my vehicles. Yikes. Moving on.
Oh, hey, Rainbow.
Alright. Okay, so it's time to swap every single vehicle into a different garage. Okay, yeah, so those two are the only ones I know that is not gonna be in the next one, because I am actually destroying these in the end. So ay, ay. I realize there's a guy with a grenade, run.
Sweet Jesus!
Alright. Okay, yeah, so everything is good so far. Um, Alright, let's see. Sorry, sir, it's not that type of stream. I'm just moving, I'm literally just moving some cars around, so that's basically what I'm doing. Yeah. Alright. Time to grab another vehicle. But while I'm always do that, I'm gonna destroy the absolute mass out of this car. Cause even though it's supposed to be a Stagia, but it's a Volvo, still, yeah, they did this car dirty. First of all, they give this car front wheel drive, and not only this car front wheel drive, but it's not customizable, so that's legit 10x worse. But if it was a Stagia, then yeah, I wouldn't mind. But since it's not Stagia, I actually do mind. Run around it. Go. Ay, ay, ay. And there you go. Anyway,
You do know that I've got 2 degrees, both in finance. Anything you need, boss. How can I help you? How do you choose between your children?
okay, toy door, no. Okay. Completely forgot I have
Your
literally
personal
have
vehicle is being brought
forgot
up
that
now.
legit half the vehicles in that garage are from my Davis garage that I sold last. Alright. Alright then. Okay, so I'll scratch 3. That's where a lot of my German cars are from. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So in terms of what kind of game was Juiced at the time was literally ahead of its time. Like it was one of the many games that actually had legit sponsors in their games. So cars such as not cars, brands such as Velside, HKS, Rage, or heck even Street Glow, as well as COS
Boss.
and Jun are and
Oh,
well
hi.
most of the brands that at
What can
that
I do for
time were
you?
popular
You
are
got a
in
nice fleet,
Juiced.
boss.
But there are some pros and cons behind the Juiced game. Now, the pros is that it has a very diverse car list, ranging all the way from ranging
So,
from
we going to have a good week,
50
boss?
vehicles. And keep in mind, excuse me, the vehicles themselves are pretty much self-explanatory. This ranges from, let's see, remember correctly, this ranges from compact cars to, um, correctly, it was, um, I can't remember now. This ranges from, oh my goodness, I keep on forgetting, yeah, forgetting cars. That's not a good sign. Um,
You
so
thought
this
about
ranges
giving me some
from
shares, Bob?
having
No
cars
problem.
from the
I'll have a
18,
personal vehicle
like
brought around.
1960s. This ranges from muscle cars to compacts to JDM Legends to even a Dodge Viper, which keep in mind, in that specific game, the Dodge Viper was the fastest car. Alright, so not to mention, every single car is customizable. So that, and not to mention, Juice, I do believe, had their own, well, made up brands, which actually places the, I see that legit, places the cars that actually has, carbon fibers. That including from bumpers, rear bumpers, side skirts, hoods, roofs, not roofs, hoods, spoilers, underglow, wheels, tires, and many more apparently. And not to mention not to mention the cars themselves are ridiculously amazing for what really I can speak today. For what kind of cars they are, they're pretty much self-explanatory. Anyway, the cars themselves is one of the many cars that give us an idea on how to modify the cars. In fact, um, in fact that's in fact that's in fact there's another reason why I liked the Juice games, and it's the fact that they have diverse amount of races. Even though it's a triple CR, or aka closed circuit city racing, a closed
There's the
city
boss.
circuit racer, um, the
Hello.
tracks are very
What do you
diverse,
need?
and not to
Quite a
mention
collection
also
you've
like the
got here.
characters. That they all have um, they all have a lot of personality for what kind of people they were, and not to mention, oh dear lord, the cars, the mother in cars. Anyway, so when it comes, so even though there are some pros, there are a definite amount of cons that doesn't save that game from being number one for me.
Remember,
First
I'll do
off,
anything as
first
long as
off, the
it's
game
legal.
goes.
Ish.
Hey, all right. So here's the thing. When it comes
They're
to
bringing your personal vehicle around right now.
when it comes to legit cars in a racing game, you wouldn't you would have immediately noticed that of all the cars that they have recently are pretty much what it is. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So for the most part, the cars. So for the most part, the cons is the fact that the game runs by a calendar system, and here's the problem with the calendar system. When it comes to calendar systems, is you accidentally join a race of that day, and you want to restart. Oh man, you have to skip entire in-game week to actually do another race. And keep in mind, that's like your only way of making money, and that's do winning races, and not to mention, you have to bet a lot of money in order to actually gain more money. So that's usually how that works. And actually, surprisingly, it works pretty well. Um, now, this is gonna be a con that kind of plagues the game entirely. And when it comes to the juice games, it's usually the pink slip races. Now, I know this is this is based on my opinion, but I do not like the pink slip racing in the first game because they fixed it and literally had the worst rubber banding ever. And keep in mind that Need for Speed Most Wanted's rubber banding, it wasn't bad. It was challenging and annoying, but it wasn't bad. When it comes to the actual juiced game, no, they're like, you know what? Forget logic and forget physics. I'm just gonna let someone drive. I'm gonna let someone drive without any breaking points, and guess what? You, the player, ended up had to breaking through those corners, and it's like, what in the world is going on with this game? And trust me, I wouldn't tell you that if it wasn't true. And guess what? It was indeed true. It had the worst AI in terms of rubber banding. But AI is fine. It's just that they don't. It's just that there's one thing that you must know. If you have a if you have AI that cannot drive to save their life, don't bother, because in my opinion, Juiced has the worst AI in terms of rubber banding. You guys can say anything you want about any of the bad racing games that came out throughout the years, but Juiced, heck no. That mess might as well be full on. That mess might as well be Persona 4's merciless mode. Like, no joke, I was really surprised that this wasn't the hardest game. And if anything, this is the only racing game I know that came from 2005 that I have not beaten. Yeah, I have not beat the game yet, which is kind of weird due to the fact that many, and I mean many players that legit let's play this game, let's play yeah, kind of speed today. There are many players that actually ended up trying their best to actually do a let's play of the first Jizz game. And ironically, the first game I didn't beat. It was the second game I was able to beat. And that mess didn't, and not to mention, of all things, that game didn't have a calendar system. Dear Lord. Oh, and there's one more flaw for the game. You know how the characters, like you introduce them and they have their sort of way to actually gain respect. Yeah, TK's is right off the bat. But the rest, some drivers require a lot of betting in order to gain respect. Excuse me. Some including like this. Some including showing off. Others are car collections, and heck, even the design, even even the styling of the cars. Someone gets respect for that, which it's like, okay, so what do most people do? And not to mention, there is a possible worst way to doing that, and that is, and here's the thing, I know when I know when I drive bad, but dear Lord, here's the thing, if I didn't hit someone, but someone hits me, I lose respect points. Like, what in the world is that kind of mess? Now, first and foremost, the Juice game is pretty much, it was difficult from the start. Like you will already know how difficult the game is, based on how the respect system works. And by far, my least favorite thing about, actually, that is my least favorite thing about the game, is the fact that it's the respect meter and the calendar system. And not to mention, to unlock all the cars, you have to skip every single month just so you can actually unlock all the cars. Like, that's a straight up cheat code right there. It's like, oh, you want to unlock all the cars? Just skip every single month. Boom, you should be good. You know how stupid that sounds? anyways, for most people, they don't. For most people, like yours truly, they don't like the gallon system and they don't like the respect meter. But for most people,
You need
they
something, huh?
actually liked it
One of your
because it
rides?
gives them a
Let me
challenge.
know.
I mean, I like a challenge myself, but dear Lord, why in the world they give us something that doesn't give, that doesn't have up, that doesn't end up most of us having an aneurysm. Anyways, um,
It's on the way. Okay, I got stuff to do.
all right, so. It's time to talk about the PSP port version of Juice, known as Juice Eliminator. And there's only at least 3 new cars, if I remember correctly. Because one of which I know is a car that a lot of people know about it since the 2000s. It is, oh yeah, it's the 8th gen Honda Civic. Basically, um, the Civic Si that just came out in the game. And let's just say that not all of us are a fan of it. I was actually a fan of it, so there's that. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Alright, and let's see. I think I do believe they actually fixed some of the stuff that was in the game. I do believe they fixed the AI. I don't know. Um, what I do know is that of all the things that they actually have, it's pretty much one of those things that you can actually get by without, you know, throwing your PS3, throwing the PS3, throwing your PSP across the room and end up breaking it. Alright. So you're wondering, okay, what's next? Um, for the most part, the game, for the most part, it was it was received mediocre results, like some 6, some 4s, to even just 5 out of 10s. Like it was okay, but it fixed some of the fixed some of the parts, fixed some of the parts of the game at least. I hope. Anyway, up next we have 2007's Juice 2 Hyperport Nights, which came out around 2007 for the PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, PC, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo DS, and I do believe that's about. Wait, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, Nintendo DS, PSP. Oh, as well as PC. And let's just say that those games are. Let me say that that one is. I enjoyed Juice 2 more than I like Juice 1. So, so in terms of Juiced, let's see. Basically, so there's a difference between the first game and the second game because the first game and the second game are kind of like night and day. So the first game evolves around the counter system. Juice 2 doesn't. And not to mention the respect meter, that mess was already out when the time the game by the time the game came out. And not to mention the I was gonna say generally, but good God, finally we don't have to we don't have to skip a lot of months to actually unlock all the cars. And that's actually it's pretty much a good thing for a racing game because I like unlocking things. So literally every single car goes by leagues, and not to mention
Good to see you, boss.
some of the cars actually made it
Hi there.
from the first game
How
to
can
the
I
second
help you?
game, but
How do you
there
choose
are a
between your children?
crap ton of new cars. That also includes the Nissan R33, Nissan R32, um, second gen Audi TT, the
You're looking
Ford
very
Gran
sharp, boss.
Torino, the Ford Mustang, from 2005. Keep in mind the game came out in 2007, so there's that. And there's even some exotics, like for example, the TVR Sagaris to even a Zonda in the game. So, unfortunately, there are no Lambos or Ferraris in the game, but hey, what can you do? Um, in terms of what kind of cars are there
Your
in
personal vehicle is being
Juice
brought up
2?
now.
Well, these cars are big like this. These cars are based off of leagues, and for those are wondering, okay, so what kind of cars are there? So leagues, I say, literally League 8 all the way to League 1 are basically all the cars that you can actually get. Uh, and this ranges from Toyota, Scion, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Subaru, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, TVR, Fiat, and many, many more. And keep in mind that actually beats both the PS2 and the PS3 version. Um, and let's just say that let's say that the car list is very diverse, ranging from your classic muscle cars to your hot hatches of today to heck, even some JDM icons that you may or may not recognize. And there are also some unsung heroes in the game. So, those are wondering what those cars are, well, let me tell you. There's a Nissan R32 GTS-T, there's a Nissan Skyline R33 GTS 25T, I think that's what it was called. There's also a Volkswagen Beetle, there's also a, uh, what else is there? There's also something known as the G6 Coupe, which is from Pontiac. There's the Volkswagen Monaro, there's the Pontiac GTO, there's the Aston Martin Vantage, there's the Aston Martin Vanquish, and the list goes on. Oh, and also there's also an Ascari in the game, which I didn't notice until I actually, you know, looked up. So I don't know, looked up the game through memory, and yeah, there was an Ascari in the game. So yeah, it was cool to say the least. Um, Not the best choice, but hey, what can you do? So, anyways, the the pink slips for Juice 2 has returned, but unlike the PS3 version, the PS2 version, due to the fact that it was a lowered grade version of, yeah, it was literally a low end version of Juice 2. You can only get 3 cars through. You can only get 3 to 4 cars through pink slips. So the first one being the Audi TT 1.8. There's a Toyota MRS or MR2 if you're not from France. Um, there is a Chevrolet Camaro Z28, which is the second generation model, and last but not least, there is a Mitsubishi Eclipse third gen from third gen from the Fast and Furious. In fact, for those that are wondering, most of those cars are legit from pop culture references, ranging from ranging from Fast and Furious, Need for Speed, Midnight Club, um, classics like Dukes of Hazzard, or
What can I do for you?
forgot about that one movie that featured the Gran Torino, but nonetheless,
You got a nice fleet, boss.
the game was pretty much famous for one thing and one thing only, and I was pretty good at.
Ready to go,
And that is recreating movie cars. Now, wasn't wondering, okay, it's like, wait, and I know you guys think, wait, did you remake Hans RX-7? The answer, yes. Unfortunately, there was some problem. The the game itself doesn't have. See, the game, even though it has Veilside kits, they don't have Veilside wheels, which is probably one of the worst things that could possibly happen to people that do Halo of recreations. But a solution? Well, it's quite simple really. I just put Momo storm wheels on the car. Like that's basically what I did. Um, so the pros and cons behind the Juice games. Now, the pros is that there are more cars than ever, and all those cars are rated by leagues. And if you don't like looking for a specific manufacturer, just toggle the sorting, and it'll go by which league the car is in. And literally, leagues 8 all the way to League 1 are pretty much self-explanatory. Like, here's the thing: when it comes to ranks, rank 8 is literally your beginning cars. They usually range from a lot of compacts to, well, more compacts to even a muscle car that legit only has around at least 200 horsepower. Keep in mind that car came out in the 1960s, so there's that. League 7 is your beginning sports cars, and apparently they put the Skyline in the same category. Yeah, don't ask why why they actually did that. It's just that's basically how it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's time to move on to the next one. Let's see. The third one is legit your more speedier cars, ranging from the Mitsubishi Evos to even a Prototype X. And for those that are wondering, wait, what the heck's a Prototype X? Like, is that another way of, is that like a concept car? Well, it was a concept car version of the Mitsubishi Evo 10. That's basically it. I mean, in all seriousness, in terms of what kind of games that would come out that actually has an Evo 10, well, it's quite simple really. The game itself has a lot more than, handful a lot more than they can actually handle. And I am not joking when I say that. So for most people that thinking, okay, they actually have some cool quality stuff. Maybe not. And reason being, well, these cars are one of, if not the many cars that actually got replaced in the end. In fact, the PS2 and the PS3 version, the current gen and the last gen versions had two different versions of the 3000 GT. So for those that are wondering, well, it's quite simple really. The one that the PS2, PS2, Wii, and the PSP has given were basically this one was known as the first gen, which came with pop-up headlights, and it came with some it actually legit came with arrow wing, and yeah, it also came with pop-up headlights. And not to mention, that's the car that you usually will see in the Crew 2. Now, what the PS3 and Xbox 360 and PC versions gotten was, this one's interesting because of all the games that I actually played, I've seen more third gens than first gens. So, last gen has gotten the first generation, while the third generation was given to the PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. Now, not to mention, the cars themselves are pretty customizable, ranging from full-on body kits to replacing seats, replacing steering wheels, to even replacing doors and roofs. And keep in mind, this was back in 2007. it came with the times. So if you're wondering why people legit just put Lambo doors on the car, then that's basically the reason why. Um, so yeah, there's not to mention the tracks in this game. Let's see, the tracks in Juice 2. My goodness, there's a lot of variety. In order to name a couple of them, there's San Francisco, United States. A lot of jumps that connect a state that actually gives this game a lot of jumps to actually pull off when like you're in a movie star from a certain racing type of movie. You got Tokyo, which gives you the breakneck speed that most people crave for, that most people want to crave. Um, Up next we have, up next we got Germany, the iciest type of track in the entire game. So it's literally like any ice track, period. Um, what else? United Kingdom, a lot of, well, basically there are a lot of split ends, and not to mention there are a lot of apexes, and not to mention going through a wrong route might cause you a race. That's basically what it is. Along with that, we got Rome, Italy. Basically the top end, the braking speeds around top end streets, with along with brake burning corners. And not to mention, the game has something that the second game has something that the first game didn't. You know what that is? Well, say it with me. Drifting. That's right. That game has legit drifting. And yeah, they actually legit had drifting in Juiced. And keep in mind that's legit a rare thing that most people don't talk about, and that is the fact that many people like you and me wanted to actually experience what drifting is like in a Juice game, and it's not something that you have to show off. Alright, it's time for me to talk about the cons. They weren't here before. Anyways, so what are the cons of, what are the cons of, um, hmm. So what was I wondering? Okay, so what are the cons behind every single one of every single one of those? Okay, so right off the bat is uh, yeah, this is one of the many cars. Let's see, one of the cars. This is one of the many games that actually encourages you to either, and not to mention a lot of people that and see, this is one of those cases where people picked up the wrong version, and was I wondering, it's like, and most likely for parents that actually want to get their kids a good game, it's like, and it's like, is it for the like this? Which one does he want for it? Does he want the PS3 version or the PS4 version? I don't know which one to choose. But since I'm talking about GS2, it's like, is it the PS2 version or the PS3 version? I don't know. Either way, they're both expensive. It's like, oh, what does your son have? It's like a PS3. It's like, there you go. My goodness. All right. All right. It may not be accurate, but hey, it works. I think. hmm. Alright. Excuse me. Now let me so let me talk about the actual cons. The cons is I completely forgot about another thing. When it comes to the Juice games, um, but also want to you know, there's a certain thing that most people didn't realize that the game has that only the PS2 guys did not notice. It's the fact that in terms of the PS3, there's something called, well, I don't know, character creation. That's right. The game has character creation in Juice 2, and let's just say that that mess is, in my opinion, a lot better than just picking a legit, picking legit a character on the character in the menu, and it's like, okay, that makes no sense. Why will people do that? And reason is to save time. What else? Um, hmm. Alright, so let's start with the actual cons. Um, so for the most part, there is a thing known as a spook meter, and well, I say, that's actually a pro. Um, like I said, there are cons. Oh, I remember now. In terms of cons, in order for you to actually legit 100% complete the entirety of the game, you have to do every single thing. That including one of these things known as, basically they're known as race watchers, where yet you legit have to watch a race and you have to bet money on a certain racer and to think who's gonna win. And if you end up, and if the race that you picked end up losing, then unfortunately it's pretty gonna be bad in of itself. Alright, up next, alright, so the next con is kind of a minor thing. Now, for those who are wondering, I did say the game has extensive amount of customization, but in case of the exotics of the game, via Zonda, or basically any of the League 2 slash League 1 cars, those cars are the only ones that actually don't have, legit don't have a legit, well, a legit brand to actually go around with. In fact, for most, if not for anything that you may know, it is it can be a bit frustrating to say the least.
There's the boss.
Hmm.
Hello. How can I help you? How do you choose between your children?
Hmm. Hmm. If I remember correctly,
You gonna make some deals?
hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's the general.
Hey, hold on. looking for
I
a
don't think I can arrange that right now.
certain vehicle. Hmm. Well, I guess that's all the vehicles I have. Jeez. Hmm.
Remember, I'll do anything as long as it's legal. Ish.
Hmm. Wait, do I have an... Okay, I do have an oracle.
We're having
Okay.
a little trouble with that stuff. Can't do it now, but maybe later.
Hmm. Alright. That's gonna be a problem. Wait,
You're looking
actually,
very sharp, boss.
got it.
No
Alright.
problem. I'll have your personal vehicle brought around.
Anyways, so unlike the first game where the pink slip races are legit ridiculously difficult, well, they're kind of easy if you actually think. See, they're kind of easy if you notice a certain type of thing that you might notice when you're drafting against other racers. That's right. It is something known as the spook meter, and what I'm wondering is you end up tailgating the absolute mess out of the driver, they legit get spooked. And yeah, sometimes it legit just makes no sense. Alright, so that's right, the spook meter is uh, actually gives you an idea on, okay, how do you actually, say, okay, how do I actually end up winning a race without hitting someone? And truth be told, all you need to do is just spook someone, and then they end up, well, going out of control and crash to every single thing. Which also is helpful in the many race modes that the game has. And I completely forgot to actually explain the types of races. Alright, so the first one being, well, your typical circuit race. Usually, 8 racers race around yeah, you can see, yeah, most people legit race around and play it in a 2 or 3 lap race. Up next is the eliminator, and legit every single time that you go, every time you go through every time you do a lap, whoever is last gets eliminated. So there's that. Up next you got my favorite mode, favorite type of race, and that is the last man standing. Last man standing is kind of like eliminator, but a lot more intense. In this case, you cannot hit a wall, and this also discourages people to actually encourages you to actually take your turns carefully, because for most people that don't know how last man standing works, they probably gonna think, just you know, just do a bunch of laps and have people eliminated. No, that's not how it works. For the most part, um, they will notice that probably will have noticed that the vehicle themselves is pretty much done for. It's like, wait, and many people do not realize it's like, wait, what happened? Like, is the race over? And it's like what do you mean the race is over? Like is this some sort of glitch? No, you accidentally hit the wall. That's basically how it works. Pixel races actually it's one of those cases where it's like, okay, pixel races. How does that work? Well, essentially it's you betting against a racer of your own car. And whoever wins gets 2 cars, and well, there's also the bad thing where you have to you drive your car and then you have to drive the new car to the garage. That's basically another thing. What's that? I'm okay. Well, yeah, the cars. But yeah, basically, you have to race against one another to actually get to where you need to go. And we mentioned it's kind of self-explanatory. Just think about it. Well, it's self-explanatory. Um, and next you got tournaments where you have to literally win as many races as possible, and whoever did the best actually wins. And not to mention that is basically gonna be your main source of money. Tournaments, and are these tournaments are my favorite types of race mode, because not only it makes you money, but you can actually do many things, and you can do many goals in the same exact amount of time. So okay, let me just give you an example. Let's just say that you want to do well. Okay. Alright, let's see. Every single American vehicle is going to the second one because of one thing in particular. It's the fact that there's still that stupid glitch in the garage where it just shows my Reno War car's name instead of instead of the car's original name. Alright, let's see. Okay, so yeah, we're good to go. Hmm. So And there is also another con, and it's the fact that you you literally spend you literally spend money more times on upgrades than you pretty much will do. Well, no, actually, no, that's not the right type of explanation. You're going to spend a lot more money on customization than any other anything that particular into performance. So yeah. Anyways, that's today's in a nutshell on the Juice games, which I actually grew up with. So there's that. Uh, so give me a moment. All right. Alright, hold on. Do, 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 do. And before I do anything else, alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down. Wait, my mistake. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next. You can follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at GD247s. And last but not least, you can check out my Discord at Goddrifter247sun Productions Museum. And I do have a Twitch. It is known as twitch.tv/GD247s. And last but not least, like I said, tomorrow I'm actually gonna be going to the movies to see Fast Saga, basically F9 Fast Saga, and then I'm going to come back and tell you guys about it. Whoever actually saw the movie can actually go into the live stream and basically talk with me about the movie. So anyway, this is going to sign off, and hope you guys have a dope Friday. This is going to sign off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.